Welcome to Jeju.
BTS is here.
BTS. Follow them.
BTS behind us. Where to even begin with Jeju? This place was incredible, even more amazing than I could have imagined. Jeju Island is one of the most fascinating places that one can visit, a very multifaceted destination with so much to offer. It is filled with stunning natural landscapes, a rich cultural history, and a diverse gastronomical scene that is sure to win over any traveler. After landing in Jeju and making our way down to our hotel in Seguipo, the major city on the southern part of the island, we decided that not a single minute here can be wasted and jumped straight into the action. The more we researched Jeju Island, the more we realized just how much this island had to offer and how little time our 4 days here would end up being. Regardless, we had to try as hard as we could to make the most of our time here. Plus, we were starving after the flight and long bus ride and needed to find food as soon as possible. As we walked from the bus stop to our hotel, we passed by the bustling Meil Ole market, and upon dropping our bags off in the room, we went straight back out to this market to see what we could find. Market is still bumping at 7:30ish. Lots of things we can eat. Oh, good. It's still busy. I thought it was about to close. Oh, yeah, let's go down here. This looks like the food section. Jeju Island is renowned for several things, and some aspects of their cuisine are nothing short of iconic. One of them being their world-famous tangerines. A large part of the market was dedicated to tangerine-themed offerings, from little bucket hats to countless sweet treats, and of course, actual fresh tangerines in abundance. Bear.
In pajamas.
Yeah. Another is their black pork, coming from Jeju's unique species of black pig, and all throughout the market we would find countless snacks and dishes whipping up all things black pork related. Excited. We got yeah, it's hot. Black pork cheese croquette. Where's the cheese? Then we got our balls. Woohoo! Woohoo! These deep fried pork croquettes slap so hard. There's that cheese.
You're always doing it when it's on a stick. It's gonna fall. No.
Cheese pull. So good. Goodbye. Wait, that's my bite. I want that last bite. Can you dip it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let it take two. Yes. I'm excited. Got our black pork something. Looks delicious. Alright. You get first try. Hot, like spicy. It's got like pistachios and everything in it.
Good.
Tteokbokki too. Oh, nom 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 nom.
Nom nom.
Alright, first couple hours in Jeju. The food scene here is amazing. Hard to say if it competes with Seoul, but already a lot better than I was expecting. And the black pork, which we have been feasting on, did not disappoint. Definitely lives up to its reputation. We love Jeju. The zebra fish. They're small. But above all of these things, perhaps nearly synonymous with Jeju Island itself, are its female divers, the Haenyeo women, and their fresh hand-caught seafood, most famously the abalones. Alright, we are starting our adventures in Jeju. Don't have a car, so we are relying exclusively on public transportation, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard. Jeju is not as foreigner friendly as Seoul in terms of infrastructure, so everything is in Korean, and we will try to figure it out as best as we can. Next, made it to Hallasan Volcano. The beautiful tough cone. Oh look, you can see the people hiking up there. You see them? Wow, here we are at the entrance to Hallasan Volcano. Wow, very beautiful. There's the summit trail. You have to pay 5,000 won to get in, but this one is free. But we have our tickets, so after we meet our idols, then we will go do the hike. Here in Jeju, very chilly, cloudy day, but it is so beautiful here. Look at these incredible views. It feels like Hawaii or Madeira in Portugal. You can see why. It is a very hyped up place. Stunning. Jeju is a volcanic island, so you get a lot of these incredible dark black beaches and black sand and magma meeting the water. In the distance, you've got Udo Island over there. About to go eat at the Haenyeo restaurant where the female divers bring their catch, and we'll see what they've got on offer. But I'm craving some sea urchin, some abalone. That's what they're most famous for, and we are gonna feast for sure. Beautiful place. For those unfamiliar with these living legends, the Haenyeo women divers are icons who have not only challenged societal norms, but straight up biology itself. The Haenyeo, which translates literally to sea women, are native to Jeju Island and have been free diving for centuries, dating as far back as the 1600s as a means to provide for their families. This historic tradition has led to unique genetic differences that make them better adapted for their brutal and unforgiving profession. The tradition of diving on Jeju Island dates back to the 5th century, but was a primarily male field. It was only in the 17th century, when the men of Jeju Island were conscripted to the army, that the women were forced to provide for themselves and their families, and hence the legendary Haenyeo came to be. As time went on and Jeju Island underwent many changes, the island moved away from the Haenyeo lifestyle in pursuits of more lucrative and safer opportunities. Jeju now relies heavily on tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing, offering many different paths and educations and careers for its citizens. And you will hear it firsthand from the Haenyeo themselves that the challenges, dangers, and unforgiving nature of their careers is not one that they would bestow upon their own daughters. Because of this, the number of Haenyeo have plummeted, and the vast majority of Haenyeo today are over the age of 60. It is a dying way of life, and most would say for the better, but the Haenyeo will forever be immortalized on Jeju Island and Korea's history. One cannot mention Jeju Island without evoking images of the powerful Haenyeo matriarchs that carried the island on their backs for centuries. So forgive me for fangirling, but for me this would be like a K-pop stan meeting BTS and getting a private performance, because here we are eating freshly caught seafood from these living legends of Jeju Island. Very tasty. Wow. Look at this one. This one. Oh, that all looks incredible. You're eating a singular bean sprout. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the thing that you gave us. I got yours too.
That's all I can say. I guess so.
Whoa. That is so strong.
Does it taste like we like
It
it?
tastes fresh. It's like eating a delicious oyster. Got our seafood ramen from the Haenyeo women. It is so fresh. Not gonna lie, fangirling a little bit. This is fresh from the ocean, from the traditional female divers of Jeju Island. Literal living legends. This is a perfect first meal of the day. We're gonna try to cancel out all the food we've been eating. Burn a few calories here on Jeju Island. The short little trek up to Songsan Ilchulbang. Lots of stairs, but we got this. Rest area on the way to the top. Wait for the drop. Jeju. I think we need another lunch after this, to be honest. Not even a long hike, it's only been 20 minutes, but I'm drenched. Nice breeze from the top though. And my tangerine slush. So good. Much needed after a short but sweaty hike. After that incredible lunch experience with the Haenyeo women, the short hike up to Songsan Ilchulbang Sunrise Peak, a long walk along the stunning black sand beach, topped off by a delicious coffee, and I kid you not, one of the best pastries I've ever had, it was time to catch the bus and head back to Seguipo. Without a car, the bus journeys really take it out of you, and it was close to 3 hours round trip just to reach Songsan Ilchulbang, and by the time we got back, we were pretty wiped out. We headed back through the Mailole market, this time just grabbing a few things for takeout so that we could eat it back at the hotel. We just went to this night market and got some takeaway because we were feeling lazy after a long day. We got this pork abalone, black pork kimchi, black pork fried rice, some sauces. This is gonna be delicious and well deserved. The takeout plus binging when life gives you tangerines on Netflix, taking place on Jeju Island and featuring Haenyeo divers, was a perfect chill activity to close out our first full day on Jeju, because the next day we were going to summit the tallest mountain in South Korea. Alright, it is the morning of the Mount Hallasan hike here in Jeju Island. We are about to go hike the tallest mountain in South Korea, bright and early right now, about 5:50 in the morning, but that's when the buses start running, so we were taking the very first bus all the way to the Songpanap trailhead, one of the easier of the two routes actually, but we had pretty crappy weather, so we just wanted to play it safer. But right now we've got a window of non-rain, which is pretty good because it's been raining for the last pretty much 3 days non-stop. But yeah, we are about to go get it. But they just started.
Good morning, it is 6:30 a.m. We're about to go into and check in for our registration.
We're about to enter Mount Hallasan National Park. Mount Halla, because san means mountain. Same as in Japanese, like Fuji-san. Alright, I think we're gonna go for it.
passionate. Taking a quick detour to this little crater lake. It's gonna add about 45 minutes to our adventure, but we're making good time, so I think it should be fine. And here it is. This is the crater lake. Hiking snack number one, we got the magic mango pancake with a view. Except I'm pretty sure there's stuff in it. Mango jelly. So good. Wow. Alright, made it to the final shelter before the summit push. Got about 2.5 kilometers left to go and about 500 more meters of elevation gain. So it's gonna be rough, but this is the shelter that you need to make it by before 12:30. Otherwise, they send you back, but it's only 9:30 right now, so we've got plenty of time to kill. Started very early, just in case the weather didn't hold up, and it's already raining, so slightly, like a little drizzle, so very happy that we started early, because it'd be kind of disheartening to start hiking in the rain right now. So many stairs. Probably about 40 minutes left, but it's all stairs all the time. So close to the top. We have made it to the summit. Unfortunately, these are views. Stuck in a cloud. It is what it is. Just luck of the draw. Still a very fun hike, very beautiful. And we've made it to the highest point in South Korea. Proud of us. Sweet corn chips from Kalbi. Dried mangoes with dark chocolate enrobed. That's a very fancy word. Nana, look at the lake. Valley. This is the view that we were robbed of. This is the view we got. C'est la vie. Sana all. Ni modo. On the way down now. Made it back to the final rest stop. It is pouring out. It is very squeaky and slippery. Everyone is in there huddling from the rain, but got my flower poncho, which makes me feel fabulous, and we're gonna go for it because we are hungry. We did not pack nearly enough food, and we need to fill ourselves up with some KBBQ or some street food. But I think KBBQ this time because we've had so much street food the last few days. I think we definitely deserve a big fat lunch or dinner after this trek. We barely packed any snacks and didn't really have breakfast because our meal last night was too good for leftovers, so we only had a tiny bit left. Whew. Way down crushed us. That was probably as hard as the way up. Like the way up was more just, kind of a grind. Keep your head down and go up and up and up. But then going down, when it started raining, all of those sticky rocks became a lot slipperier. And yep, our knees felt it because you had to be very careful with every step. 42,000 steps later, we have made it back to the entrance. and successfully completed the Hallasan hike, the tallest in all of South Korea. And it was brutal, to say the least, especially in the rain.
After the hike and the hour-long bus ride back, we could not make it any longer without food, and right across from our bus stop were these magnificent golden arches, and who were we to refuse such a blessing from above? Needless to say, it wasn't the highlight of our food adventures throughout South Korea, but at the time it brought us great joy, and after around 10 hours of hiking, sometimes you just need to inhale some greasy fast food. Don't worry, after a much needed nap in the hotel, we finally went out to try Jeju Island's famous black pork belly Korean barbecue style.
Look at that sizzle. That's the black pork. Oh yeah. Trying that Jeju black pork for the first time. So good.
We've got a rainy day today, so it's time to explore the actual town of Seowipo itself. No hiking and no big beach adventures today, but it looks like Seowipo has a lot of really cool stuff to see as well. We're here at the exhibition hall right now in this beautiful park by the ocean. There's Seowipo Harbor. Made it to a cute cafe here in Seowipo, close to the Jongbang waterfalls. It's very quiet today, but got this beautiful view of the island. There's my sister sitting on the queen's couch. Black pork ham bone.
There's the Jongbang waterfalls. Behind me, you've got waterfalls, and on the other side, you've got a beautiful ocean coastline. Stunning.
So many lovely gardens, and I don't know what this is, maybe an abandoned hotel. Either way, it looks pretty cool. Very big, beautiful, Mediterranean, but looks very abandoned otherwise. And this stunning cafe that looks like it's just part of an abandoned hotel. Very Mediterranean vibes. Found this spectacular outdoor cafe called Honeymoon House, and it has just beautiful views of the coast. Also, that beach looks very much like a filming location for the show we've been watching that takes place on Jeju called When Life Gives You Tangerines. Look at this. Alright, John. Our final day in Jeju was a day full of surprises. Considering that everything we saw today was within walking distance of where we were staying in Seowipo, it was pretty jam-packed. There were so many interesting things nearby to leave us wanting much, much more out of Jeju. But despite our short few days here, we are far from disappointed with what we have been able to see on this island in just 3 full days. Even with today being a relatively chill day after the more adventurous excursions here, it still felt like a very fulfilling and wholesome close to our time on Jeju. From cafe hopping with beautiful views, to the numerous waterfalls we visited, the many gardens and hiking trails, to even stumbling upon this little library, Sora Castle or Castle of the Shells, with the views of the ocean, really what more could you ask for? Oh yeah, food. Is it bad to go to the same market a third consecutive night? Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We splurged on the $60 KBBQ last night, and as far as budget-friendly eats go, the market has not let us down yet. There is still much, much more food to try, so back we went to the Meilole market for a third and final round of feasting. It's like a little food court. How many does it come with? Squid ink takoyaki. Wow. It's gonna be hot again.
Fresh from the thing.
Alright, get it.
Whoa, you can see the ink at the end.
What do you mean?
It's bathed in the ink.
Ew. Whoa, it's black. That's wild. And it's super smoky.
Octopus and black pork.
Ooh. Ooh. Dumpling haul. Ooh. And they even give you gloves to eat the dumplings with. This dumpling was spectacular. Wow. Next up we have this one. Not sure what's in it.
Pork. And octopus, black pork.
Alright, and then this one was just black pork. Black pork. And not least, we got this one. Shaped like a pear.
I love this one.
She loves that one. Woohoo! This is lobster. A little lobster roll. Dumpling. Oh, it's so delicious. Very sweet, but delicious.
And with that encore of delicious dumpling takeout to close out our final dinner on Jeju Island, our food adventures in South Korea come to a close. We filled ourselves up with as much food as we could humanly eat, and then hiked as much as we could to make room for even more food. There's just too much to see and too much to eat, and I can't wait to come back to Jeju Island someday. We had a phenomenal time here, and I recommend anyone put this on their South Korea travel itinerary. Some closing thoughts on Jeju before we wrap up this series.
Last night here on Jeju Island, got Mount Hallasan in the background. What an incredible place this is. I can't believe that I've been to Korea 4 or 5 times and this is my first time setting foot on Jeju. It definitely will not be the last. Even with just 3 full days on the island, we were able to accomplish so much. Surprisingly, we managed to go up there to the top of Hallasan and summit the tallest mountain in South Korea. We saw the legendary female Haenyeo divers that so many books and documentaries and movies and TV shows have covered them. Honestly, I was fangirling. It's such a cool experience, especially because, you know, they are living legends, but most of the population, or most of the Haenyeo population is aging out. So who knows how much longer that will be a part of Jeju Island's culture. Even today, our last day, when we were just completely wrecked from hiking Mount Hallasan, Ooh, we just walked around and we saw some beautiful waterfalls, 2 of them that just drop straight into the ocean. And yeah, even without a car, I feel like Jeju is just so worth the visit, especially because Jeju Air has round-trip flights from Seoul for, if you book far enough in advance, for as cheap as $20, and accommodation is fairly cheap. Like between me and my sister, this hotel that we're at cost us $20 each. For the most part, you can still find affordable food here. Public transportation is super easy to use and super affordable. We paid about 1,000 won, 1,200 won for each bus ride that was on the local bus. Sometimes express buses are about like 2,000 won, but still totally worth it because sometimes you're on those buses for well over an hour to get to where you need to go. This place is one of a kind. The culture here is incredible. The scenery, the people, the food. I absolutely will be back to Jeju at some point, and I can't recommend coming here enough. But thank you guys for following along on the South Korea and Jeju Island adventures and staying tuned with everything we did, everything we ate. Seriously, such a fun time, and it was nice to finally come to South Korea. This is, again, my 4th or 5th time here, and actually be able to document everything that we've been doing and just how incredible this country is, with how rich the cultures are and how diverse the food scene is. But again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to toss a like, a comment, subscribe to see and stay tuned with all of my adventures from over 80 countries and counting. Again, you can also catch me on my TikTok, my Instagram, my websites, everywhere pretty much. So make sure to follow me on there so you can stay tuned to what we get up to in South Korea, Asia, everywhere and beyond. Ciao for now.